Hello, everyone. Welcome to Lotus Heart Tarot. I'm super happy to have you here. We are going to just dive straight in with a pick a card today. This is going to be a yes or no answer pick a card. So think of a yes or no question. It can be anything to should I have second helpings of turkey and stuffing to should I contact someone, or is someone coming back, or am I making the right move in my career, or is this my true life path? It can be as serious as you want it to be, or it can be, do I buy the person the shoes on Black Friday? Do I do it? It's effective for all of them. I really, whenever I'm on the fence, I do a yes or no spread for myself. And it's one that you can really do for yourself and really easily get the answer. But anyway, I have made these piles of one of my favorite decks. It's the Serpent Fire Tarot. And so on this beautiful Thanksgiving morning in Florida, I thought I would give this reading to you. You can come back to it. You can pick a different pile for a different question. You can pick more than one pile for more than one question. You can do the law of averages and watch them all. However you feel guided to use this reading, it's for you. All right. So I'm going to give you a few moments to just think of your question, really focus your mind on it. To, also bring your mindful awareness to your breath and just be present in this moment and really allow yourself to be guided by your own intuition. And choose whatever pile or piles feel right to you. All right, so we're going to begin with pile one. I didn't use stones because I love these cards, the backs and the fronts, and I just wanted them to be the star. So, pile one. You're getting the Nine of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, and the Ten of Wands. So, wow. You're getting a 4-1 no with a lot of positive energies. And so what I feel about this is there is something definitely coming. There is some kind of new beginning. There is some kind of right answer. This one may not be it. It actually feels like this one comes with too many burdens attached to it. It has already created too much suffering. It's kind of like one of those things where you can't unsee, you can't unfeel, you can't unknow what you know, see, and feel. And I feel like there is a decision, there is an opportunity coming in. And if this is in regards to love, there's a past situation where we can't possibly put the past behind us and move on. This is where there is someone new maybe coming in with this Ace of Cups. And I feel like it will be hard, and you may be very guarded, and you may not immediately be really in a loving heart space that's open with this person. But there is the Knight of Pentacles here, which is I'm going to put one foot in front of the other and take solid and stable steps in the right direction. It may not be what I think I want right now, but I'm going to trust the universe. I'm going to trust the process, and I'm going to go in this direction. Because there definitely is an opportunity coming in. And you may need to, especially if this is in relationship to a past person, if this is a question about a person. With the Nine of Pentacles here, this is like I got to be solid and stable and single on my own, really not even energetically attached to this to invite in this new situation. And it's going to be hard. It's going to really test you, especially if, this Knight of Pentacles has horns that are like the devil, especially if you have been sort of obsessing over it, or if you have been checking your person's social media a lot. That kind of prolongs our suffering, because every time we get on there and we see something, it releases dopamine, like we have, and it feeds kind of the addiction. So this is like doing your best here to separate yourself from the situation or from that person, because it feels, with this Knight of Pentacles particularly, it feels like an attachment. And once you break the attachment, you'll be okay. You'll be able to accept something new and be really excited about it and be really open to it. If this is, something about a path, a life path, or a path about career or job, you're definitely coming into a position where you are going to be solid and stable. I do think this is about kind of paying attention to the details and taking it slow. This is a card of Virgo. It's staying organized, maintaining a strategy, keeping what you need to do out in front of you. It will pay off. This is about not getting too emotionally involved, or not riding the highs and lows every day with the Queen of Swords, but sort of just staying in the center, staying very logical, very analytical, and not being swayed by the ever-changing tides of life, but just staying very focused on where your goal is. It will pan out for you. This pile is closing out a difficult cycle that's been very burdensome and very heavy to carry, and has put a lot of pressure, and actually honestly made given this feeling of being isolated or alone, to kind of bear the brunt of something. And it's time for that cycle to close out. I even get the eclipses. The eclipse season really was the time that was the ending. So, just keep in mind, these are energies. This is a general reading. Always listen to your own intuition. This is what I see for you right now. All right, so it's a 4-1 no, which is a pretty strong no. Okay, moving on to the second pile. Wow, we're getting the Magician, the Four of Swords, the Page of Swords, the High Priestess, and the Strength card. So this is a 4-1 yes. This energy, I feel very, 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 very positive about. I'm getting, for some of you, you're wondering if someone is feeling a certain way about you. The answer to that question is yes. I feel like this person is trying to learn as much as they can about you before maybe really acting upon this, before really coming forward. There is an energy here of having a very strong intuition, or being able to rely very heavily on an intuition with the Strength card and the High Priestess here. This is the way. And if the quieter you are, the stiller you are, the more you tune out the ego, which is any statement that you hear in your mind that is based on fear, and you tune into your intuition, all of the things that we tell ourselves, or the messages that we get that are based in love, the better off this is going to go. I feel that someone may need time to truly step into their power to make something happen here, to feel comfortable. With the Four of Swords, I feel that this is someone you're dealing with that has been hurt before, and that the suffering that you see how these are representative of the Three Swords here. The suffering that they have endured is still kind of fresh in their mind, or still has an energy signature there in their energetic field, and they're still sort of working through that. So they may have a difficulty trusting, or they may have difficulty really stepping into their power and making moves and making things happen. But I do see even like some help from the divine coming in to help them really kind of reach their own personal climax and take a risk and make something happen here. I feel like this is sort of out of character for this person and sort of a big risk for this person, but I think they'll do it. And I think, your job is really just to kind of hang tight, stay in your own energy, and trust your intuition, If this is about, a job, or I feel like if it's about a job, then it's probably one in the healing arts. And in which case, I feel like there's a very, very strong chance of success here, or you have a very firm foundation, innate ability with the High Priestess and the Magician, no doubt, that you can tap into, and that you possibly can tap into, like maybe the Akashic Records, or, some higher form of intelligence in life. And I see you having a real strong go of it. There is an energy here of research and healing, and then stepping into empowerment, almost being bestowed with gifts and stepping into empowerment. This is a pretty powerful energy, and it's a very strong yes. And I'll just leave you with that, especially considering your intuition is the heavy focus in that deck. So listen to yourself there. Okay, Two of Cups in reverse, Seven of Cups upright, Two of Wands upright, the Hanged Man, and the Page of Wands. So this is a 3-2 yes. It feels like there's outside interference, or there's the interference of someone's own fears and illusions that are keeping something from coming together. It's like, if this is a partnership, something definitely wants to come together. There's definitely a soulmate connection here. There's definitely a my soul knows your soul, or my soul can recognize your soul here. With the Seven of Cups, though, there's fear and illusion. And, a lot of times someone's fear and illusion that they hold within themselves, what effect it has outside of that is to make other people feel like an option, right? It is because that person's not taking action, and they're not treating someone like, oh my gosh, I can't bear to lose you, you're so special, and I recognize that. But it's not because the person isn't so special, it's because of their own fear and illusion, right? So that's kind of the paradox of the Seven of Cups. It's like, being afraid of something kind of can sometimes give other people the impression, or the person you're dealing with the impression, that you don't really care. Which I don't really feel like is true here. I feel like this is someone who really struggles with decision making. It's like, on the one hand, their soul recognizes this space. Their soul recognizes the other soul. But like, on the other hand, it's like this person has so many things to consider, with the Two of Wands, like what could go wrong, well, maybe this happens, well, maybe that happens, well, maybe they discover that I'm not as fabulous as they think I am, And the net result is that it sort of puts this person into a mode of stagnancy. The good thing about the stagnancy of the Hangman, though, is that it does lead to clarity. It does lead to enlightenment. It does lead to expansion. And we really see that with this Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is where, we're standing here trying to make the decision of the Two of Wands. The Page of Wands is where we're holding the decision. We're looking at the decision. We're sure about the decision. We're choosing the path. We're choosing to move forward, and off we go. So if this is in relation to a connection, this is someone that may be giving you the wrong impression, or maybe making you feel a certain type of way that doesn't really accurately represent how they feel or what they know. It's actually more a result of their own fear and illusion. I do feel like their stagnancy has definitely the potential with the Hangman to lead to some greater clarity, some enlightenment even, and them definitely making a choice. And with the firework in the sky, I feel like it's a choice that this is going to be happy, that will be celebrated. If this is you and you're having trouble making a decision, and that's why you're here at this yes or no, pick a card, I feel like channel the energy of the Hangman. Try not to worry about it. Even possibly turn it over to the universe. Allow the universe to show it to you in many different perspectives. Understand that it's your fear and illusion that's causing the confusion, or causing you to not be able to really know for sure. And trust the breakthroughs and the divinely given thoughts, ideas, dreams, signs, synchronicities that you receive. But you will make a choice, and it will be a strong choice, and it is going to be a good choice that will be celebrated. Okay. So that's what I see if you chose pile 3. if you chose pile 4, okay, we have the Page of Pentacles in reverse, the King of Swords upright, the Nine of Wands upright, the Chariot, wow, and the Fool. Wow, 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 this is a very strong reading. Okay, so you have a 3 to 2 no. And this is an energy that is in flux. It is shifting. I think it is going from no to yes. But it requires perseverance, it requires persistence, and it requires focus. With the Page of Pentacles in reverse, there is some kind of spiritual lesson that is trying to come through. I do think that someone, they are very intelligent or very logical and very analytical, but they may not necessarily be open to divine messages or divine inspiration or seeing the sign in things or seeing the synchronicity in things. For them, they believe more in like coincidence. And different things like that. And I feel like that is part of what is keeping this kind of like, I feel like it's a force field or a dome or almost like a helmet on this person that's not allowing this spiritual guidance to come through. It's someone that I feel like requires not just a sign, but like a neon flashing sign or like, I don't know. It's like got to be the right combination of things for this type of person. With the Nine of Wands, though, it's like if you don't give up, it's like Winston Churchill said, like if you never quit, you can't lose or something like that. It's kind of that type of energy. We can sometimes move through things very quickly if we're open to change and we're open to signs and synchronicities and messages. We can kind of skip steps and like move very quickly towards our goal. Because this King of Swords is in this energy, the goal is taking longer. The river is taking many bends on the way to the ocean, and it is a little bit less straightforward. There may be the introduction of competition or some kind of delay or obstacle that has to be overcome. That's almost like a test of wills or a test of like how bad do you want it, almost kind of it feels like. But ultimately, look at this energy. I mean, the Chariot and the Fool card here, this is a major turning point, and when we persist through this turning point, the energy opens up and becomes very free-flowing. So like I said, I feel like this is an energy in flux. I feel like, if we were open to receiving the messages and we were open to change and we were open to, guidance and learning spiritual lessons, rather than trying to be very logical and analytical about everything, I think that this energy would come way faster. But without this, we're going to have to learn it in a different way. We're going to have to take another bend. We're going to have to really be tested. We're going to have to really show our dedication to this thing. So with the Chariot and the Fool, though, this is a lot of success. This is taking a full-on leap of faith and having a lot of success and a big victory here. All right, so that's what I have for pile 4. I thank you guys so much for joining me on this Thanksgiving morning. I would like to just say thank you to each and every one of you for all of your views, your supports, your subscriptions. And to just say, thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope this reading helped. I hope it brought you peace and clarity. If it did, let me know. Leave me a comment, a like, a subscribe, whatever. I really appreciate all of those things. Until next time, guys, I truly am sending you off with all my very best. Always, always, always.